to another edition of Moron versus Fanboy. I'm Lon Lopez from MoronLife.com.
And I'm Derek McCaw from FanboyPlanet.com. We're two self-styled pop culture experts offering you bargain basement opinions on the geek news of the week.
That is very true, because bargain basement, I think, is a good way to describe this production. No, I'm kidding. Before we get started today, Derek, I just wanted to talk about something that I came across this weekend. I hope you don't mind.
These things just keep burning at you. Go ahead.
They do. I went by the fast food restaurant chain Wendy's. Are you familiar?
I am familiar with Wendy's.
And I don't know if you've noticed, but they have a new promotion where I noticed they have a new burger. It's on brioche bread.
Oh.
And they also have another burger that's served on pretzel bread.
Oh, yes. I
have
had the pretzel bread.
Have you? Okay. I just wanted to know, like, what fast food audience out there is really it's like, God, I really want to eat crappy food, but I want to eat it on good ingredients. You know what I mean? Like, who is out there saying, there's not enough brioche in my greasy cheeseburger?
I actually have the answer.
Okay.
Is that the sales have been down in the United States in fast food in general.
This is true.
Because we're all supposedly more health conscious, and I think looking at you and myself here, you can tell we are two very health conscious individuals.
Totally, yeah. I work out like once a year.
And so they are
a week.
Trying to reach out and by offering a wider variety with a thing that is unique. Because let's face it, what's the difference between a regular, like a Burger King? They have like the Big King, which is essentially the Whopper, which is essentially the Wendy's Double. What do they have that will make it different? And so brioche and pretzel bread, those are the offerings.
I don't even know what brioche is. What is brioche?
I'm not sure.
Or what are we going to get next? Like a cheeseburger with brie? Or,
Wait.
Actually, that would be delicious.
Yes, that would be delicious.
Do we want high-quality food, or do we want fast-quality crap? I don't know. I'm just saying, Wendy's, if you're going to, tote these fancy things, maybe not put a greasy cheeseburger in between them. Anyways, I digress.
That's twice we've started with food. I think there's going to be a sub-theme going on.
I think we should just start the show every week with a segment called I Digress. I don't know. But let's get started.
What Lon ate this weekend?
Yeah, it bothers me sometimes, and I need to share.
I know.
I need to talk about it.
Delicate tummy. I get it.
So this week, we've got a lot to talk about this week. We're going to start our show off with our cover story, and let's get to it now. Anyways, our cover story today is, Derek, it is kind of like a new national holiday today. Happy Cyber Monday to you.
Thank you, Lon. I have celebrated by receiving many, many emails from all kinds of online dealers of various of what we call the fanboy drugs. BBC America offering me rock bottom prices on British television, towelettes and Christmas ornaments, that sort of thing. Think Geek.
Well, let's explain what Cyber Monday is first for those who aren't initiated or those who don't know.
Well, if they're watching this on YouTube, I'd hope you'd know.
Well, let's just get into the history of it. Because Cyber Monday would not exist without Black Friday, correct?
Right.
So let's first everybody must know Black Friday. If you are anywhere near a television or your computer or any media outlet last week, everybody, now it's a thing now. Before it was just kind of a, hey, we're all going shopping the day after Thanksgiving, whatever, and soon it became branded as Black Friday, and now like with the birth of the internet and the online shopping, now it's a thing, Cyber Monday.
Well, it's the day after, or the Monday after Black Friday, which has become Brownout Thursday, and I mean because
Brownout Thursday.
I'm trying to go with something because it's Black Friday. Went to stores were opening at 6 p.m. on Thursday.
Right. And Black Friday isn't good enough. Now we have to open on Thanksgiving.
And sure, I've done I did my part to protest of continually just eating turkey and then passing out on the couch.
The way it's supposed to be.
The way God intended.
Right. But I mean, back in the old days, back when there was the bubonic plague, Black Friday meant something totally different, right? I mean...
Yes, and actually it is kind of... I was reading this too, because I read that it was originally... The name came from, I think it's Philadelphia, in the early 60s.
Oh, not the Tom Hanks movie?
No, that's a different plague.
Okay.
That they called the police referred to this day, the Friday and Saturday. It was sort of Black Friday because you'd had kind of the people that were drunk, or because of some of the sales, maybe there was a disorderliness to it, which is funny because it's certainly coming back around to meaning that again.
Oh yeah, how many deaths did we chalk up for consumerism this week?
I noted at least 3.
Okay.
And
just in your own shopping zone?
No. I mean, just on the news. And the sad thing is, I saw somebody on Facebook post. I think it was the Daily Current, which I think is a satire site that said, like, woman kills 4 in order to get Xbox One. And I really, really believed the story for a minute.
Wow.
And went, and then I realized, no, it has to be a fake. And then I saw that it was the Daily Current. And I think we've just become so inured to this violence. I certainly did not participate in any way, shape, or form. But anyway, they called it Black Friday, and then it sort of, in the 70s, stuck as losing that meaning of the violence. It became... The popular myth was it was the day that retailers, they would go into the black.
Right, they would make money.
But that's all an urban myth. It actually is because the police would call it that because they would have a lot of arrests.
But never fear, because if you can't hang with Black Friday, if you don't want to play modern day Gladiator,
if you want to stay home with your family,
right?
I know not everybody wants to do that, but
we have this amazing thing now called Cyber Monday.
Right.
Which means it basically is just shop from your computer. Mm-hmm. Online sales and consumerism now is pretty much, it's becoming not the best, but the most popular way of consumerism now, or at least for...
I don't know what the percentage is.
It's gaining, right?
I'm all for, because there was also Small Business Saturday. We missed that in the middle.
So those small businesses had to get their hand in the cookie jar sometime.
Well, that's a problem.
Don't worry, we'll put them out of business.
Oh, okay. It's happening. I think, did I do anything to support Small Business Saturday? No, I think I stayed home again as well.
Now, is there a Small Business Cyber Tuesday? Like, are they going to jump in on that?
Most small businesses don't have an online presence unless they're through an eBay store. So perhaps by eBay, you could be supporting a small business. Possibly. Cyber Monday, this would be the day Amazon does well.
Well, I mean, in a sense, isn't the reason Cyber Monday exists basically because of Amazon?
I think that's
or
fair.
eBay?
But I did see, as I do have a membership in the Toys R Us, organization.
Mm-hmm. You're a member of the Toys R Us organization? I
am. They freely allow me.
Can you get me an interview with Jeffrey?
No. Well, first of all, he has nothing to say, and second of all,
those corporate bigwigs.
They freely invite me with my membership card to buy toys, and I have been inundated all weekend long with emails from them explaining just what my deals would be today. And I just checked my phone a little bit before we started recording tonight, and of course there's another, you've got 3 hours left on Cyber Monday.
Stand in line.
Are you sure you don't want to buy anything more? And the problem is, no, I was actually really good and managed to get most of the things, my shopping done before Thanksgiving.
Now, when you say shopping, did you do online shopping or your more brick and mortar shopping?
Honestly, brick and mortar. I in the times between our last recording, I went to the Long Beach Comic-Con and I went to local artisans and found some small dealers.
So you went to local artisan Saturday or Sunday or
local artisan fortnight.
Okay.
And because that's how long it takes them to make each and every item that I bought. But I found these, little unique things there, and then of course, yes, Toys R Us got a lot of my money ahead of time when I was realizing what, say, my son would need. Or
you're a family man, so that makes sense. Now I'm just a single guy with disposable income,
buying your own toys.
So I will go to Toys R Us.
I would like you to dispose some of the income my way if you could.
We'll talk. We'll talk after the show.
Oh, fantastic!
But I think overall, I think last year was the first year I did some online shopping.
Did you?
That really like took precedent over any like physical brick and mortar shopping last year, and this kind of ties into the put the cupcake away.
I'm sorry. We had cupcake wars last week. I've got to stop touching it.
It ties into the whole maybe the fanboyish thing. Last year for my family, I got everyone a zombie survival kit.
I remember that.
They don't make them, but I went online and just looked up survival gear.
You created these things,
and I created a thing. So they got like a.
Did your mother appreciate that gift?
No, she was eaten by zombies. So
I'm so sorry.
I should have got it for her a year earlier.
She was a nice woman.
Yes. We keep her in the basement now, though. So
because now she's a zombie, right? You son of a.
But so yeah, everybody got an emergency kit. They got emergency like matches and everything else, and they topped it all off with a machete. So, I mean, if you're thinking about hooking up the fam...
Wait a minute. Everybody got Danny Trejo for Christmas?
No, not the machete.
Oh, okay.
Or is he just machete?
Machete.
Okay. Anyways, Cyber Monday is here. Yeah, if you're you're probably, after you watch this, you're going to watch it too late, so you probably missed all the cool deals. You can probably find stuff that's like 80% off.
There will be more cool deals because that's the other thing. Is part of Cyber Monday is they stock up on stuff ahead of time. They really want to push it out there, and then say, as I say, there's Christmas Money Tuesday,
right?
Which actually
that's the day after Christmas.
Friday. Day after Christmas, you got your Christmas money and you return, and then there's all the things you didn't get. They're trying to get rid of them, so the sales will still continue.
Here's the only drawback I could see to any cyber online shopping for Christmas.
Okay,
shipping. You go to a brick and mortar store, you have it in your hand, you walk away with it, you know that gift's there. You purchase something online, you have it virtually until it gets delivered to your house. And sometimes things are on back order, sometimes they get delivered to the wrong place or something else. So until they can hammer out that detail.
I like to hold it in my hand. You're right.
Yeah.
I like to have that physical.
So until
item.
we get over that, and we're going to talk about something later that might prevent that.
Right.
But we'll see. But let's move on. Let's move on to a new segment. Well, it's a segment that we're going to probably be featuring. Over the course.
When we find
something that we
we can live up to the title of this show.
Right, where we just share a different opinion on things, So let's take it to our Versus segment. All right, Derek, what are we talking about this week in our Versus segment? Now, you are the expert on this, so I'm going to let you take it away, and then I'm just going to jump in when I feel like it. Go for it.
Well, before Thanksgiving, on November 23rd, which I was actually kind of stunned to go with, the United States, the world celebrated 2 50th anniversaries, which was the 50th anniversary. Somber anniversary of the assassination of John F. Kennedy, which I had not realized until this year.
Only 25 more years to go.
Till what?
Till they release the documents.
Oh, okay. It coincided with the first broadcast of Doctor Who, the now venerated and beloved children's / family / absolute nerdapalooza science fiction program. It began on November 23rd, 1963.
Wow, that show's been around that long, huh?
It's had a couple of fits and starts.
So the Doctor must be super old then. He must be like in his
he's 1200.
80s.
He's 1200.
Oh.
Yes.
Why
it's last is because the Doctor is, of course, an alien a Time Lord from Gallifrey who has adventures in time and space, and has 2 hearts. And when one body wears out, he's able to regenerate into a whole new actor. Whether that could be a contractual obligation or what.
Kind of like Heath Ledger did with Dr. Parnassus?
Something like that. Sadly, similar reasons that when they started the show, they had a gentleman named William Hartnell was the actor. The first actor, he was 56 years old and not in great health. And when they realized that it was getting more and more difficult to shoot the show around him, they figured out, oh, he's an alien. The character's an alien, so we can replace him, even though he's a beloved national treasure, with a second actor. So he had an injury his body wore through, and then they replaced him with another actor who did not look anything like him at all. So the Doctor, the Time Lords, regenerate into new faces and new bodies.
Okay, all right, I hear you, but tell me, so Doctor Who, this is the same cat that I've been seeing on like Channel 54, like PBS at like 10 o'clock at night.
You're so old.
No,
actually,
okay.
they are showing it still.
Okay.
They're like 1 or 2 seasons behind what they show on BBC America.
But it's like a dude with the curly hair and the scarf, and he has like a robot dog.
That
and
was the 4th Doctor in
okay.
1979, 1980. Right. You were around then watching that? Okay.
No, I just you flip by the PBS channels, and all of a sudden.
So the 1st through 7th Doctors lasted till 1989 with budget cuts and went lower and lower, and then the story apparently got worse and worse. I'll admit, like you, when I was a kid, I watched the 4th Doctor. That was Tom Baker. I watched a few of his episodes and thought that was really cool, but it was before I had a VCR, and I had other things to do on a Saturday night. And
now you don't.
And now I don't.
And now you're back to watching Doctor Who.
It's funny. You get into a certain age and it's being like 12 again, and you're home on a Saturday night because, oh, thank heavens. Which is actually when they show it.
So let's get to the story, though.
So this last weekend was the 50th anniversary episode called The Day of the Doctor, in which they brought... it was revived in 2006. After
the show had gotten canceled?
It had gotten canceled in 1989. Really? Fox TV in America did a 1995 television movie starring Paul McGann. That was the 8th Doctor. It did
now, when
not
you say Fox for England? Or
no,
Fox for the
United States. They tried.
So they had a United States version of Doctor Who.
But it was a direct continuation. The 7th Doctor crashed. He regenerated into this 8th Doctor. They thought it would be roguish, and American television would really, commercial television would love this. Didn't go.
So
then in 2000, it's 2005. Then in 2005 they gave it another shot, and so this time it stuck. It was used, integrated a lot of American storytelling techniques. It's kind of a give and take of once shows like that were more serialized, like
so they don't like stop like in the old ones where they just stop and have tea and sit around and talk about the Queen.
They never did that.
Okay,
no, they never did that.
But see, I just think all British television is like that.
I think that's right. You're comparing this to Doctor Upstairs, Downstairs.
I don't even know what that is.
Right. So
all I know is that this is what I know about British television. They make shows. We take them, steal them, make them better, and make them more memorable and successful. So like Three's Company, The Office, and any other British show.
I am impressed that at least you're right. Three's Company was a British
Man About the House. Come on.
Man About the House. Yes. Sanford and Son was also a British.
British.
Steptoe and Son. Yes.
Oh well.
So
I would love to see a British version of Red Fox. That would be amazing.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm coming, Elizabeth. I'm coming.
So
coming to heaven to visit you.
Almost.
Anyways, so this doctor guy, why are all the kids going crazy? Now, wait, real fast, just to clarify, you say 50th episode. Was it just...
No, 50th anniversary episode.
So just like an hour long? Or
it was 75 minutes.
Okay.
They simulcast it in theaters worldwide, 300 theaters in the United States.
Okay.
At the same time as it was broadcast and then put into theaters in 3D.
3D?
Yeah, it was in 3D.
Wow.
In the UK and all across the world. And then on Monday, November 25th, they rebroadcast it to movie theaters. 660 movie theaters in the United States had it. And it was the number 2 movie in the country.
Wow. Only one showing?
Only one showing.
Wow.
On a Monday night. And it was the number 2 movie on Monday in only 660 theaters.
And what was the number 1 movie?
Catching Fire.
Yeah, America, baby. USA.
In 4,100 screens.
Doesn't matter.
So it does. Because the thing is, when they realize they've made, $10, $12 million with one showing alone,
they were like sitting there going, kicking themselves, going, "Why didn't we do a whole Doctor Who movie?"
They tried doing 2 Doctor Who movies in the 60s with Peter Cushing.
Well, that was 40
Grand
years
Moff
ago.
Tarkin. That's true.
50 years ago.
50 years ago. So this one featured your friend Tom Baker. He did come back for the first time at the age of 79.
I don't know who Tom Baker
That
is.
was the 4th Doctor that you watched, the curly-haired one with the
I've
scarf.
never watched Doctor Who. I'm sorry.
Then you just lied to me.
So, anyways, like, how does Doctor Who stack up? Okay, so is he a real doctor? Like, does he perform surgery? Is he a medical doctor?
Nobody actually calls him Doctor Who. Is the Doctor.
Oh.
And so that's part of the title. It's Doctor Who. All those questions are there. He never really specifically answers. What is he? He has assumed the name of the Doctor. They've explained this in the show.
Has there ever been a Bugs Bunny Doctor Who team up?
No, but that would be awesome.
Yeah. I could just see it now. The dialogue writes itself.
Last year at IDW Publishing, they did a comic book series of Doctor Who and Star Trek teamed up.
Star Trek would totally whoop its ass because it's
No,
American.
The Doctor one. No.
Yeah, well, it's probably written by a British guy, but in real life, phasers work all the time.
Over sonic screwdrivers?
Exactly.
I beg to differ.
All you got to do is go boop, 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 teleport, magic screwdriver gone. Star Trek wins.
Magic screwdriver, sonic screwdriver.
Whatever it is.
You are just trying to bait me. I will take your TARDIS and...
I just think that, Star Trek Into Darkness, like $1 billion opening. Doctor Who.
That was not a $1 billion opening. That was
$10 million
opening. Huge exaggeration on your part. And Star Trek Into Darkness...
I'm just saying. Oh, well, it wasn't that great, but I'm just saying.
Well, see...
Way better, though.
That's the point, Lon.
I'm just saying in a fight, Kirk wins every time.
I cannot argue that.
Does the Doctor know any physical? Does he physically fight, or does he just talk to people?
It depends on which one.
Okay.
The third Doctor actually did
get into fisticuffs.
Quite a bit of fisticuffs.
Interesting.
Venusian Taekwondo, I believe, or Venusian Jiu-Jitsu.
Okay.
So it was kind of like a James Bond feel they tried in the early 70s.
I know one doctor that Doctor Who couldn't beat, and that's our American Dr. House. All right. So anyways,
who's played by a British gentleman.
What? No, it's House. It's an American show.
Right, played by Hugh Laurie, who is British.
All right. Well, we'll
who
agree
grew
to
up
disagree.
Watching Doctor Who.
We'll agree to disagree. It's fine.
The point is, it was a great show this past week, and people are still talking about it and still excited because then we get to follow up with the Christmas episode, which will be the last episode for
Doctor Who celebrates Christmas
for the 11th Doctor
in England.
Matt Smith, yes.
That's how we know it's science fiction.
Christmas crackers and everything. It's fantastic.
Okay. Christmas is an American holiday, Derek. All right.
I know it is.
Anyways. All right. Well, let's move on to our final segment of the night. This is one that we celebrated last week where we find an individual who we'd like to, maybe toast or celebrate or laud. Is that the right word? Laud?
Or fet, perhaps.
Fet?
Like Boba Fett, but Fete.
I thought fet was... Oh, no, that's vet. What's fet?
It's to celebrate.
Celebrate. Oh, I learned a new word. That's
that's the segment. Lon's vocabulary.
Let's teach Lon a new word.
Fet.
Awesome.
Yes.
So it's time to bring out our Geek of the Week.
Hard to see the
Our Geek of the Week this week
Continuing with our Cyber Monday...
kind of the theme.
Cyber Monday, which goes to Cybermen, who are villains on Doctor Who. And then we go to the man who's the visionary of
Way
Cyber...
to tie that in.
I thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That is the visionary of Cyber Monday, which can lead to Airdrop Tuesday.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh, no, I'm terrified. Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos?
This is the CEO
Jeff
of Amazon.
Yes, the CEO of Amazon... like you said, he's the Geek of the Week because, Cyber Monday probably wouldn't have happened if not for Jeff Bezos, but also announced, I believe it was on a 60 Minutes interview, or...
Yes.
He basically announced that their new projected delivery system
in 2015
will be a drone, a flying drone.
They're going to deliver by drone, so you will place an order...
You'll place an order.
30 minutes later,
R2-D2 is at your door.
Oh my God, how impatient are we when it's like, We've got to have. It's not R2D2. There'll be a little plane. Will fly over.
It'll be like Short Circuit, that Steven Spielberg movie, right?
I don't. Wasn't a Spiel. I think
he produced it.
He might have produced it.
Okay.
It feels like he might have.
But I'm just worried about. They're drones. You got your little package in there. We already have enough air traffic as it is. I mean,
well, that's what they're waiting for. They're waiting for clearance from the FAA to allow that. They've had test flights, but here's my problem. And at the risk of getting tasteless,
please get tasteless.
We're using the same technology in Afghanistan, and
they've delivered plenty of
payload. And more. I'm saying that they've hit far more than their intended targets.
So what you're saying is people are going to order things, and then the whole block is going to get the same thing.
Get the same thing. Yes.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
I also foresee delivery wars. There's going to be the Amazon drone comes in, and then a brown UPS drone goes up.
Oh no, they have to watch out for that one van that flies through the air. What's that?
DHL.
DHL.
Oh yeah, the DHL.
Because they did the flying delivery first.
The DHL van is going to go there. FTD. The Mercury,
the guy who runs really fast.
Yes, he's going to be there.
I smell a sketch. Like if only we could produce it with some kind of money. But,
who knows? If somebody wants to, donate on PayPal, we're glad to produce our.
And how
sketches.
do you tip the drone after you get the package? Because usually, you give your UPS guy a little something.
I like to keep a couple D batteries on hand,
or maybe a little WD-40.
Oh, that would be good. Just a little squirt. Good job there, Droney.
Yeah. And that's the other thing, too. So that essentially means that they're going to have to put, delivery stations all around and fly to the thing. I don't know. It's crazy. Crazy world, Derek.
But I think it's true that in every state, they've got a warehouse. So I get that.
Every state, not every town. I mean, we're talking about millions of people.
In California, there's at least 5 warehouses.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
We've got to wrap it up. We're getting close to our time zone here. So
I'm so glad.
So congratulations, Jeff Bezos.
Together.
Bezos, our Geek of the Week.
I don't think it's spelled the same way.
Oh, it's not?
It's okay.
All right.
You just wanted to make that cutie pie kiss face.
Well, it's Bezos.
You are so weird.
Jeff Bezos.
Oh, such
Anyways,
a moron.
that's all the time we have for this week. Moron versus Fanboy. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We appreciate you watching. Directed tonight by our loyal director, Rudy Loida. Check us out online at www.moronlife.com.
And www.fanboyplanet.com.
And on Twitter at MoronLife.
And on Twitter, Fanboy Planet. And you can also check out the Fanboy Planet podcast available on iTunes.
And send us a tweet, send us an email, tell us what you want to see us talk about on the site. Nominate, or on the show, I should say. Nominate a Geek of the Week. Talk about a subject you want us to talk about. It'll all be great. Anyways, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for watching Moron versus Fanboy. We'll see you next time.